All right, guys, welcome back. League of Inches, and obviously got more of the teams for the 2021 season previews. Today we've got Christian from the Warriors NRL Fanatics page on Insta, and coming on board to talk all things Warriors for the 2021 season. And after a few really good signings for the Warriors this year, they're looking to have a really good, successful season, and a lot of their fans are very excited. And just to quickly let you know a bit about the Warriors NRL Fanatics page. It's a really, really good Warriors fan page. A lot of interacting, daily posts as well, which I always find is really good to interact and connect to the fans. So if you haven't done so already and you are interested in the Warriors and love the game, I definitely recommend to go and give them a follow. Christian does some wonderful work there. So first of all, hey Christian, how you going? And just quickly let us know how long you've been a Warriors fan for.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've been a Warriors fan since probably 2000 because I was born in '96, so I've supported them since 2000, and since then I've never stopped supporting them. So through the highs and lows, mostly the lows lately, but I've been a big fan of them since. So yeah, big Warriors fan.
Yeah,
always attend the games. Obviously, now I live in Australia. I've lived in Australia for 9 years now. So since 2011, I've lived in Australia. So I've been trying to get to most of the Warriors games here on the Gold Coast and some games in Brisbane. So
yeah. I think just from a fan's point of view, and I think it's massive respect to your club at the moment with what they're doing once again. Obviously, they did it all last year, which was huge. And I think the success you had, I think you guys had a much more successful year than I think anyone gives you credit for last year, considering the circumstances and how many players did go back to spend time with their families, which no one can begrudge them for. But I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. I know you got a lot of Warriors fans on there, and just say your club's doing a mighty job, and you all should be pretty proud of the way your club is going and the direction it is taking. So kudos to you guys, really setting a standard for the league, and we'll get into it. I want to just ask your opinion on your best signing for 2021.
Well, I'm going to say Adam Finope. Adam Finope, he's going to bring a lot to the team. You're looking at our forward pack hasn't been the best over the years. That's been a bit of a weakness for us. So Adam Finope-Blake's going to add a lot. He's going to just add plenty for our forward pack. Kane Evans is another good one, another good signing. Ewan Aiken is a very underrated player for the plays for the Dragons.
Yeah.
And you got Ben Murdoch-Masila from UK, from the Super League, plays in Warrington. And he's came back to the NRL. And you got Bailey Seranen, another younger player, underrated player, plays for South. And so Adam Finope-Blake's one of my best signings. Yeah, he's one of my best signings, and Ewan Aiken's a close one too. So, but I'm going to say Adam Finope-Blake.
Yeah, I must say I agree with you. I had his name written down as well, and I just think he's going to add a bit of mongrel to your forward pack, which probably has been missing. It's fair to say, and he's just going to really bring that hard-nosed approach, which I think you guys will feed off. And the bash and barge that the Warriors of old used to do, I think will come back and scare a lot of opponents to verse. What about your biggest loss from 2020 to 2021? Who's your biggest loss you find?
It's not a player. I'm going to say it's a coach, and that's Todd Payten. Now, when Stephen Kearney got the sack, I had a little bit of question marks whether that was the right time to sack him. Not a big fan of Stephen Kearney as a coach, but when they sacked him, I wasn't so sure what Todd Payten would do, and he turned the club around. It added a bit of steel, mongrel. Team want to fight for each other each week. Also, we came close to the finals last year, so I'm going to say Todd Payton.
Yeah, I think you're spot on the money
So
there.
it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Nathan Brown does, what he brings.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, Todd Payton.
I agree there. I think Peyton was massive for that club, and I was actually surprised when he did leave. I know it was for family reasons. He wanted to come back to Australia full time and things like that, but he was really doing a good job there at the Warriors. Really understood the culture side of things, which I know a lot of the coaches fail to buy into, as well as what we've seen Peyton do. For mine, just as a player, I did mention Patrick Herbert. I'd like to know your thoughts on him, just from an outsider's view. I know the Titans have picked him up now, and I just really think he's a really good talent. Has sort of started to show that talent, and I think the Titans have really picked up a good buy there. So what's your thoughts on Herbert?
Yeah, Patrick Herbert's had he had a good year last year. Actually, he had a good year. I think when we lost Fusatua and Ken Mamalo, when they head back home, Patrick Herbert, he did quite well. He got Adam Pompey as well, who was really underrated. He played quite well last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, Patrick Herbert's a player that we could say is a big loss as well. Maybe Adam Kieran as well.
Yeah.
Because I know Adam Kieran didn't have many opportunities, and he played well at the last game of the season against Manly.
Yeah, he was good to have there.
He scored like 3 tries or something. So yeah, Adam Kieran possibly say is a utility player.
Yeah, 100%.
Could be a big loss.
100%. Keen to get your ideas on, or what your thought is on the key reason for success this year for the club.
Key reason for success, I'm going to say our forward pack. Because it's probably going to take a bit of time to get going. But if it's important that they gel the forward pack, and probably you could say probably our halves as well. Chanel Harris-Tavita, Cody Nicarima.
Yeah.
Chanel Harris-Tavita had a good season last year. Cody Nicarima probably had his best season as a Warriors player, I think, in his first since he came to the club. So Cody Nicarima, Chanel Harris-Tavita, those two, if they gel, they could possibly produce the team to lots of good results. And yeah, it's going to be interesting with Adam Fanua-Blake, Kane Evans, Bailey Sheridan, if he does get some games, to see what he does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to say the forward pack and our halves.
Great to hear, and a lot of positives for the club to look forward to for 2021. Now, not to put a dull on things, but what's your biggest concern for the year? What's something that you look at and think, well, we really need to improve this?
Yeah, well, the biggest concern is our I'm going to say hookers. Yeah, hookers for me. Kyle Lawton, he's going to be out for an extended period of time because of our injury. So Wade Egan, what's Wade Egan going to do this year? I don't know. I'm going to give him a chance. I personally don't rate him, in my opinion, but I hope he goes well. And there's some positives comments about Wade Egan in the off season, that he's looking fit and ready to go. But hopefully he steps up because he needs to. And yeah, can he play a full 80 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope he can.
Yeah, I've got him on my super coach, so I'm hoping he plays well at the moment. I've got him for now, so I want to mention something to you about this. And for mine, I've got a concern for the Warriors this year. Is I know you mentioned it as a reason for success, but I actually mentioned your forward pack just more so in the side of just because they are such a large pack this year, and just with the new rule and how quick the game is getting. it could potentially be a reason where they could get tired towards the back end of halves and teams start to sort of tear them apart a little bit. That's just from an outsider's point of view, with, I guess, most teams that have big forward packs. What's your thoughts about that? Is that a possible reason to be a bit worried?
It could be. 4-pack could be a bit of a they could be if they're too big. Like it could be a concern. It could be definitely a concern because some teams, they might exploit that. Like if the big forwards get tired,
yeah,
and if they get tired, they will they'll probably score a lot of points. So yeah, the 4-pack could be a positive and it could be a negative at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. And just want to get your final thoughts and a finishing position for the Warriors for 2021. Can fans get excited?
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm very confident. Yeah, I'm very confident. We could have a big 21 season. If we don't get the results, it'll be a massive disappointment. It'll be a huge letdown because we have the squad to do it. We definitely have the squad to achieve the results. And I've got us finishing inside the top 8. Actually, yeah, I think we'll finish around sixth spot on the ladder.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed we can make the finals because we've only made the finals I think once, and since 2011. So fingers crossed we can make the finals this year.
Yeah, I've got my fingers crossed for your club as well, and I think a lot will depend on the fact of how long you get to play in New Zealand for, and when you get to go and play for New Zealand with just the COVID stuff going on. Unfortunately, I think it'll be a massive advantage once you can get back there for to verse teams, and people hate obviously going them out smart, and just that aura of going over there and playing you guys with the team that you're looking like having this year. That might be a really big part of where you guys end up finishing on the ladder.
Yeah, I hope we can have some games in Auckland this year. That will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fans deserve it, and the club deserve to have quite a few games there as soon as the borders open up and we're allowed to do that. I've got you in that battle pack of between 7th and 10th. I think anywhere between that, there's going to be a number of teams that are sort of in that bubble fighting, and it could just depend on either travel, it could depend on injuries, things like that. We're not sure, but I've got your club finishing around that figure.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, look, mate, we do appreciate it, Christian. We do appreciate, as I said before, what your club has done for the game over the last at least year and a half for what it's done. I know the fans appreciate it, not just Warriors fans, but fans of the game. Done quite a lot. I do appreciate you coming on and jumping on and doing this video for the 2021 season preview for the Warriors. Look to sort of do some more collaborations with you throughout the season and get both pages working together because, as I said, guys, it's one of the better fan pages on Insta to follow, and I love to give you guys a shout out and interact when we can. So I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And best of luck to your page, League of Inches. Yeah.
Herbie, I appreciate that, mate. And enjoy your afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You too.